Hi Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in to my October 2018 predictions for you. I appreciate the support. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you are a subscriber in the near future, at the end of each video, I plan on giving messages that come through from crossed over loved ones. And that will be specific to anybody that is an Aquarius and that is a subscriber to my channel. That will help me hone in who's coming through to give messages. I also post my weekly radio show prediction videos here for everyone as well. And in the future, I'm going to get into some topics about ascension, spirituality, good versus evil, maybe some conspiracy theories, and all sorts of other types of videos. So subscribe if you're interested in any of that so that you can check it out when I upload them. So, also, just a couple admin notes really quick before we move on to your predictions. If you have 1, 2, or 3 questions that you need answered and you don't have time to make an appointment, or you just feel more comfortable doing it via email, text message, or Facebook Messenger, you can follow the link in the description section of this video and you can ask your question via email, text, Facebook, voice message, whatever is most comfortable for you. And I also offer a monthly subscription to receive personalized psychic predictions each month for only $68. To sign up, follow the link in the description section of this video as well. And if you're interested in any of my other services, there's a link for that too. Or if you want to make an appointment, you can call or text me at 407-374-3133 or email me at AskRebeccaToday@gmail.com. And I will honor my Groupon pricing for scheduled appointments via phone, Skype, or in person. And I offer a couple of subscription services as well. And especially for those ask a question, like if you just want to know a couple of things, like maybe once a month you want to know about something going on, I offer discounted rates where you could sign up to contact me once a month to get your answers to your questions. All right, let's get into what you can expect for the month of October 2018. These are general predictions for everyone with Aquarius as their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And I'll be going over areas of work, love, finances, health, and spirituality, and general themes. So this month, one of your general themes is openness. And being open is extremely important in order for you to move into new things, right? Or just to move into the new. So it's a state of being without resistance in which you're ready to take on anything you encounter, free from your old assumptions, expectations, judgments, beliefs, or preferences. If you're not feeling this way yet, then it's definitely time to open yourself up to new experiences, new perceptions, and new ways of doing things. And if you are not willing to do that this month on your own, take a look at what's going on with you there, then I do feel like the universe could make it a little bit uncomfortable for you this month by throwing some challenges your way that open you up, right? So I feel like it's better just to choose to open up your heart, open up your mind, open up, in whatever way that you need on your own, because it will be more, it'll be easier and it'll be smoother versus if you have the universe come, sending you some challenges that might be a little bit uncomfortable. It's easier to grow on your own than it is to be forced into change. Another theme this month for Aquarius is me, me, me. Well, if you're all about what's in it for me, it could be you're feeling separate, you're feeling left out, maybe you're feeling unworthy, overlooked, or unappreciated this month. Or you could be feeling like all of the above or a combination of any of those things and maybe even some stuff that I left out. Expect this stuff to come up to be dealt with. Are you living in your own little world and you've become a hermit and you're not putting yourself out there and now you're feeling sad and lonely and or do you have the attitude or personality of you feel like you need to look out for your best interest or protect your own interests because if you don't, no one else will? Well, I feel like you're feeling this way probably because you forgot you're not alone. You know, you're connected to all human beings and we're all connected. And if you isolate yourself, you're choosing to do that and you're doing that on your own versus choosing to be open and putting yourself out there to meet people and have new experiences. So you won't find what you're looking for consumed with just yourself. Now, some of you will actually be using this me energy to get extremely focused on creating something. So, that could be anything. It could be anything from, creating an actual project, or maybe you're trying to switch jobs or move homes or start your own business. So, whatever it is, you might need to take all of that energy and focus it just on what you're working on so that you can actually get the task accomplished and make it happen. So sometimes that's necessary to get things done. So you could fall into that energy category as well. And, I kind of feel like everybody might be in the combination of the two, where it's, no matter how far along we are on our spiritual journey or how open we think we are, there's always a little bit more that we could do to open ourselves up. Now, you'll also be actively working on changing an old behavior, releasing an old pattern, or aligning with your true purpose this month. And this can be connected to your past, present, or future. Another thing you guys are working on this month, which will be, I feel like, the most challenging aspect, is that some of you have been holding on to things, people, places, or situations for way too long to the point that it's unhealthy for you. And this month you'll choose to get over it, let it go. And again, if you're not choosing to do this on your own, then I do feel like you're going to be put through a series of challenges that are going to help you work through this stuff. Now, I also feel like some of you have people that are clinging to you that you need to set some boundaries with this month. And through this letting go, and even if you're not working on letting go, you could experience like anxiety, maybe some fear. It could be about money, it could be about people, or it could be about whatever makes you feel safe and secure. So it's normal that once we move to change, you're going to feel anxious and fearful about it because you don't know what to expect in the unknown, right? But at the same time, you're probably already feeling anxious and fearful because you're stressed out about money, or you're stressed out about the relationship, or you're anxious about your job, or so why not move to the better where you're letting go and you experience the anxiousness and fear just really quickly and temporarily, because once you've made the change and you see how great things have worked out, you're no longer feeling that way. Or you stay where you are and you continue to stress and worry and have fear surrounding all the things that you're scared of letting go of. So no matter what, that's what you'll be working on this month. So this month, it will be important to look where you're going, not just blindly making choices that keep backfiring and causing you more harm. So it's really about focusing on what you want and taking action steps in that direction. There's definitely some new beginnings happening this month for you. And I feel like those new beginnings are connected to a deeper spiritual meaning. So, maybe you're going to be starting a new relationship this month. Well, that's a deeper spiritual meaning, right? Versus you buying a pair of new shoes. That's not very spiritual in meaning. I mean, sometimes it can be depending on where you are in your life, but we're not trying to fill our hearts, our empty hearts with material items. We're looking for deeper spiritual meaning things. So to me, it feels like a fresh start for a lot of you. I feel like you're seizing opportunities for this fresh start. You're building and learning and gaining trust in yourself. And I feel like that is going to help you wisely walk into the unknown and allow you to be less fear-based as well. Work, for those of you employed, some of you are working at places that you just do because you have to put food on the table, but it lacks passion, it's unfulfilling. To better your situation, I feel like you must elevate your spiritual understanding and belief in yourself. Believe it's possible to make a change for the better. And some of you may bring some great new ideas or proposals to the table at work, but I feel like they won't be well received. So, you know, on some level, you might be rejected, or you're not you be rejected, but your ideas will be rejected. And I feel like it's important for you not to take it personally. Try again to help others understand your ideas better. But if that still doesn't work, I just feel like you're not meant to use your ideas for your place of employment. And maybe those ideas that you have are better served for your own good, and you apply it to a business idea that you might have, or some sort of other venture or side hustle. I feel like it may be more for you to grow and evolve and move beyond the job that you currently have. So really take that into consideration. I do feel like some of you will be thinking about starting your own businesses, and maybe you're even taking action steps in that direction this month. Some of you, I feel, may get promoted this month, or you're applying for a new position within the company that you already work for, and I do feel like that would work out in your favor. So if those opportunities arise for you, seize them. Work, for those of you that are looking for a job, I feel jobs. So those of you who've been applying and you've been putting yourself out there, I feel like you're going to get interviews, and some of you are going to get hired. I feel like some of you may actually get multiple job offers. Some of you will also decide to start your own thing while you're looking for part-time work to support your own business or idea. Those of you who don't find anything this month, I feel like don't get discouraged. It's just maybe not your month. I feel like you have to work through some things, and your time will come. I feel like November will be a better month for you. Love, for those of you in committed relationships and dating, I feel like some of you are holding on too tight to some relationships or situations, and I feel like they're ones that you know aren't going anywhere, right? Like, you kind of feel it deep down inside, but you're just not letting go. And why aren't you letting go? Because you're afraid to. Because what if you end up alone? Or what if it's a mistake? Or what if you can't be on your own? Or, whatever million, financially, whatever it is, it's all connected to fear. So, and with that being said, some of you have others that are holding on to you too tightly and clinging to you, and why are they doing that? Because they're afraid, and because you're letting them, because you're afraid. So it's all fear-based. So I feel like those things are going to get sorted out this month. If they don't get sorted out this month, it may just take a little time for you to find your confidence, find your self-worth, find the things that are going to motivate you to get out of your situation. Um, some of you might choose to stay way longer than you should and continue on down the same path, and I feel like you're doomed to repeat another cycle of unhappiness out of fear. I don't want that for you. There's also some energy surrounding the realization that you can't control others, especially ones that we're in a relationship with. And some of you have some controlling behavior that you don't realize are controlling behavior. So do a little bit of research to look up what kind of things you could be doing in your relationship that may seem completely innocent to you, but are actually control freak tendencies. I feel like deep down inside, you know. Now, some of you may be in the situation where it's reversed, and the person is trying to control you and dictating what you're trying, what you're allowed to do in the relationship. So again, these are things that I feel like you need to take a look at. Now, I also feel like some of you are in situations where I just don't feel like either of you are ready for a commitment, and it should be more about fun, and maybe you're pushing for commitment even though deep down you know you're not ready. So I feel like take a step back, because it'll come to the surface. But if that's you, it's okay to take your time. There's no need to rush a relationship. Get to know each other, have fun, and just enjoy that stuff. Now, those of you that are in happy relationships, I feel like you'll have a decent month. I do feel like you're having some fun, you're reconnecting. Um, I feel like overall it will be good. However, there is a possibility of some baggage that you haven't dealt with resurfacing, and that's due to Venus, the planet of love, being in retrograde from October 8th through the November 16th. So you could be going through some stuff that comes up from the past and it's reevaluating things. But those of you that are happy, I feel like it will work out for you. It's just meant to, again, come up so you can take a look at it and allow it to move you into a better place in your relationship. Again, it's about letting those things go. Those of you looking for love, I feel like there are some potential love connections as long as you don't get sidetracked with just having fun. And I also feel like you have to be ready for a relationship. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of fizzle out and nothing really will come of it. If you are in a place of not being ready for a commitment, but you want to enjoy some time with the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever your preference is, whatever. What I feel like is pursue it, right? Just have fun. Like go out, date, get to know each other. And the more people you date, the more you'll know what you want and what you don't want. It's all about learning yourself and learning, to fall in love with yourself through other people. So explore and have a good time. Now, I do feel like there will also be some work to do on yourself, especially if some of you self sabotage when it comes to love. And again, those are things, fear-based stuff. Maybe you have maybe you were cheated on in the past, so now you have trust issues, or maybe you have some insecurities that limit you from, maybe some cutie invites you to go to the beach, but you're like, ooh, I don't look good in a bathing suit, so I'm going to completely blow this person off. And then you're missing out on love when nobody gives a crap what you look like in your bathing suit except for you, right? So it's things like that you'll have to take a look at when it comes to love. Finances, I feel lots of anxiety about money this month. Remember, there's always someone else in a worse situation. Not that, that's something I want to highlight, but we tend to get into pity party moments where it's like, oh, woe is me. Well, there's always somebody that's worse off than you. And maybe if you can remember that, it will take the pressure off of your own situation a little bit. I do feel like, unfortunately, some of you have been overspending. You're trying to fill a void in your heart, and that could happen some more this month. And I just feel like because you might have been in a cycle of doing this month the financial belt feels a little tighter. You're feeling the pinch, and maybe that's what's causing you to freak out a little bit. Um, just work on changing your relationship with material items and money. For most of you, I do feel an increase coming this month. It could show up through a new job, a bonus, an inheritance, a pay raise, or a promotion, or you sell some stuff. No matter what, know that everything will be okay. Health, some of you need to let go of old wrongs and wounds in order to move forward. It's taking a toll on your physical health. The energies this month will give you the opportunity to do so. You could be accident prone as well, so pay attention to your surroundings. Overall, I feel like most of you moving into a state of being healthier or at least feeling better. Spirituality, you're journeying within this month to find all the places where you're holding on to pain, suffering, fear, people, places, things, situations, the past, and everything in between. Non-attachment is freedom, my friends. So non-attachment doesn't mean you don't love or care. It just means you aren't consumed by the desire or expectation of all these things, right? So be open to change as well. The more you resist, the harder it will be. Change is constant, and you might as well accept that as fact because it'll just make your life so much easier. And those of you who have worked past some of these attachments and holding on to things, and you've been working on letting them go, I do feel like you'll be moving forward more, and you're going to be in a phase of exploration, and you want to try new things and have new experiences. And I say go for it. And I feel like most of you will be feeling this by the end of the month, if not sooner. So overall, I feel like, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs this month. Again, Venus is retrograde, so it's all about romantic relationships. And if you're not in one, it's the romantic relationship baggage that you have to work through, and it's about taking a look within yourself. I hope that everybody has a good month. I do feel like there's a lot of positive things mixed in there as well, like new love and new jobs and all sorts of good stuff. So just take the good with the bad, roll with the punches. This too shall pass. If you feel any kind of intense energies, water is always healing. Take a shower, jump in the ocean, get out in nature, do what you can, figure out what your coping mechanism is to help you get through anything. I hope that everybody has a great month, and I will see you next month. Bye.